Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday. Most of us have gotten over that debacle that we watched Sunday and had a little time to get ourselves sober, recognize just what this team is. I haven't seen the Saints offense look this bad since 2005. And it's so hard to understand that with all the stars we have on this team, on this offense, why are we at the bottom of the NFL in offense? For contrast, consider this. Justin Fields of those woeful Chicago Bears had 4 touchdowns Sunday in his game against the equally woeful Denver Broncos, granted. The Saints have 4 touchdowns all season. Now, before this season began, a lot of us Saints fans, those of us who are diehards and can still tell the truth about this team, had two big concerns: the offensive line and the interior defensive line. We watched the draft hoping for offensive line help. We watched free agency hoping for offensive line help. We paid attention to training camp, preseason, cut day, and personally, I was disappointed to find too many of those 22 offensive line still here on this team. Before this season began, many of us Saints fans had questions about Dennis Allen's decision making and his truthfulness about players' injuries. Last season, he played down Jameis Winston's injury. I believe he's doing the same thing with Derek Carr. He got to hire this season his own people to fill coaching positions. Carmichael was bad, but Carmichael was here last year too. And the offense seems to have regressed from last season to this. I've seen this movie. I hate reruns. Dennis Allen played an obviously injured Derek Carr with a healthy Jameis Winston on the sidelines. Was that a team first decision? No, it was an in-your-face decision to Jameis Winston still behind last year when he called him out. And I was so glad that Jameis Winston threw it right back in his face with that interception. Ha, ha, ha. I watch a lot of these plays on the field, and I say, man, what's going on? And sometimes I'm watching players, not know what they're doing or where they're supposed to be. What's going on, Dennis Allen? Do you even know? Carr is still injured, but I'm going to tell you that Dennis Allen is going to play him and play him and play him, possibly making that injury worse until Jake Hayner gets back. Only then will he consider if Derek Carr is still hurt or possibly hurt worse, with considering this porous offensive line, he very well may be. But once Jake Hayner gets back, I bet you, I'll bet you my left pinky toe, that Dennis Allen would play Jake Hayner before he played Jameis Winston. I say that because if you'll notice, Dennis is very much a creature of habit. And I believe he's very much unconscious in his doing so. So much so that he is attempting to validate his 2014 Raiders. The 2023 Saints are his do-over. I mean, consider the coaches that he has here from that 2014 Raiders staff. Consider that he went and got the quarterback that he drafted as the coach of the Raiders in 2014. And he is so much a creature of habit that the way he dealt with Terrell Pryor is the way he dealt with Jameis Winston last season, and appears to be the way he is dealing with Jameis Winston this season. That doesn't disturb me so much because I am absolutely 100% Team Jameis. It disturbs me because it seems like to me that he has little or no concern for Derek Carr for the sake of his pissing contest at Jameis Winston. How is that team first? How is that executive like? Sounds like to me Dennis Allen ain't nothing more than a freaking petty Betty, and he does not deserve to continue to be the head coach of the Saints. Now, I've seen today where he said, oh, there's going to be no changes as far as play caller on this team. Even though you can hear it all over Saints Nation. You can hear it all over Saints media. You can even hear it in the national media. Did you see how the cameras panned to Jameis Winston while Derek Carr was struggling in the game because of that injury that Dennis Allen is likely lying to us about the severity of? No, I did not want Derek Carr here in the first place, but he is a Saint now, and I support anybody that's got that fleur-de-lis on their helmet. But damn it, I don't want to see him hurt because of his ineptitude, because of he recognizes the necessity for change and will not do it. Casper Milk Toast? Probably. Coward? Likely. Well, tell you the honest to goodness truth, you could label him and the entire Saints coaching staff at the moment cowards. They coach fearfully. They play call fearfully. Sometimes in the NFL, you got to go balls to the wall in order to win. Ask the 49ers. Ask the Chiefs. Ask the Eagles. But we can't reach that high. And we never will reach that high as long as we have Dennis Allen, Pete Carmichael, and Doug Marrone. You part of the problem too. Players, y'all need to have a meeting and take over this team. Because what they've been doing ain't working worth a damn.